Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Hey everybody, it's Will.
And this is Thomas.
We're back at the virtual spinner rack again this week. This is the pre-show, and then we're just going to get into the book a little later on. Did you get anything new this week?
The only thing I got, you were fussing about them online, was my lovely, the creepy and eerie trade paperbacks. Well, I actually got a third one I brought. They are all Dark Horse, because I am seriously curtailing my new purchasing of books, and but I'm still buying trades. So I got Creepy Volume 2, I think it is. Yeah, Volume 2. Because we were talking about these and the quality. So the paper, and you know, the old magazines were all newsprint.
Yeah.
And the Dark Horse in these is actually printing it's like a heavyweight stock, almost a glossy paper that you can feel. And then they're printed all the complete magazine. So all the ads
and everything.
Ads, the front covers, the back covers, the order this crap, the letters pages. I mean, it is just like you bought the damn magazine.
Yeah.
And it's a mix of color and black and white. And this to me is one of the best formats. And I mean, I'm getting them at a discount, but $25, dude, you get 5 issues in each book. And we've talked about some of these guys before in the the massive creators that are in here. Just a freaking amazing. But that's the creepy one. And then this is Eerie Volume 1, another Frank Frazetta cover.
Oh, nice.
And a lot of Frazetta artwork in this one. He did a lot of the early color covers. But yeah, same format, everything. Only in I don't say easier to afford, but easier to afford. Format. I mean, we got all our Alex Toth, Steve Ditka. They're all here, man. It's just a great purchase for $25.
Corbin,
yeah.
Kaluta.
Yes.
Yeah, the list goes on. It's like it's legendary status on everybody that did
on
this.
Every freaking issue. Yeah. So the other one I got is, and I've been buying these. Now, these don't have the glossy covers like the Eerie.
Yep.
They're published from, Dark Horse again. And it's the same glossy paper inside, it feels like. Only all of these are color. And they have been printing all of the EC stuff in these oversized collections. So this is Two Fisted Tales 18 to 23. And dude, they're doing the same damn thing. All ads, covers, back pages, letters pages. And
that's what's up. They found out what like the actual collectors
really want.
Yeah. It's like we don't just we love the stories, but we love to see like those old ads.
Well, that not only that, even the old letters pages, you read them, see it. I mean, look, dude, Captain Bull, Brutal Captain Bull, art by Wally Wood.
There you go.
I mean, just freaking, dude, these guys are amazing. Who's doing the art in this one? That's the only thing. I wish they would. They have a introduction on all of them too, or forward. So the forward in here is by Grant Gersman, and they say kind of who's the artist or writer or whatever. But like a lot of them, and this is, to me, this is kind of sad. But I don't know if you see where it's like number 56. It says decoy writer unknown. So they literally have no idea who wrote that story. They have no idea who wrote it, no idea who drew it.
Well, back in those days, it might have been a submission to get a job.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous stuff.
So, I mean, I get them. These are actually cheaper. These are $19.99 a piece versus the $25 or $24.99 for the creepy and the eerie. But
you get them at a discount though, because
yes,
you're getting them through comic book discount service.
Yeah,
go check them out.
But yes, and the thing is, so I get the discount, and for the few bucks it cost me, I think this one was like $14. It may not even been that. It was like 30 or 40% off.
Yeah.
I could buy 2 new comics or 5 of these. You know what I'm saying? Get 1 comic with 5 in it.
I would definitely go for that.
But
which is part of the reason why manga is so big in the US right now, because they can spend $10 for over 100 pages to read. Everything's shrunken down for the format.
Yeah.
But they could spend $10 to get that, or they could spend $6 to get like 22 pages of story.
Yeah, 1 X-Men comic or 1 Spider-Man comic.
Yeah. And, modern comics and all. So all I got this week, and it just came in today, was a Kickstarter that we both supported from Sunoco Publishing, from Sam Quinton. And I took it out of the box so I didn't dox myself this time. But I haven't unwrapped it. So I'm gonna take my bubble condom off the books and
oh Lord, I think I just got the regular issue. Which one did you
just got the regular one. I think I got the special boiling thing. So we got more bubble wrap. Now I gotta take my eye. Oh, almost poking eye out. Gotta take my eyes off so I can see what I'm looking at. Take the tape off. Bing. There you go. There's like a mini print in the back and a hollow foil magic mushroom hollow foil sticker.
Yeah, because she eats the magic mushrooms and that's what causes it. Oh, they're cool.
And this is the mini print of Tibby in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a separate room to hang these up. if you're married or with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I get the foily cover.
Is the art all that good inside? Or you hadn't looked at it yet?
And speaking of Aaron Neff and Mavericks, there is a back page ad for Mavericks on this indie comic. So Indie Comics sponsoring Indie Comics. And oh good Lord, this is just so hot. You can't really see it on the camera, but it's a special kind of cover.
Yes, it's a chromium, right?
Yeah. It's like some kind of like almost like a 3D foil effect.
Yeah.
I have to be so Sam Quinton was the writer. Cover artist and colors was Damian Torres. The title card was James Lee. Sequential art is Torres. Interior colors is Dakota Erhan. And lettering was done by Taylor Espinoza. The Trippin' Time Travelers. And
oh my God.
I'm like, oh, I'm hungry and I don't know why.
Watch out for them plants there.
Mm-hmm. So I just have to do this real quick.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Already, huh? Yep. That's why they run around the Comics Code Authority, people.
There's no full frontal nudity because there's a lot of bubble bath action.
A lot of bubble bath action.
So I actually read this already because as soon as everybody that ordered
You got the PDF.
physical, I got the PDF to read like ahead of time.
Yeah.
Get this off of them. And so I read it and I'm like, oh man, this is so good.
They're going to do a number 2, right?
Oh yeah. Sinopa's got they've got the like the turtle kind of like animated animals of the story of the 48 Ronin. They've got Tibby, the latest, Reign of Ages, Necroholic, which is about a D&D necromancer that's an alcoholic.
Damn it.
And I'm like, oh my God, you wrote a book about me.
Damn it.
No, she looks nothing like you. I go, oh, thank God.
Thank God.
And for years, his publishing company has been doing like third-party D&D stuff.
Oh, sweet.
And you can actually look them up in they have a link to a store like where they get their stuff, where they get the majority of their books printed. If they're sold out or you want to buy a digital copy for yourself, you can go to this storefront and order it from there. And if you want a physical copy, you can order it and they'll just print it up and send it to you. Kind of like, same thing Amazon does. Anybody that's got like, digital files on source for Amazon for their books, they just grab that print file and they print up, make to order. So
speaking of while you're talking about third-party D&D and stuff, I don't think you've heard this. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up here so you can see it. Oh, there's a stupid commercial on it. Let me close this commercial. There you go. I don't know if you've heard this yet. You haven't mentioned it, so I'm going to say no. They are remastering the Teenage Mutant Ninja role-playing game. It's on Kickstarter by Palladium.
Wow.
With Eastman and Laird. So this is the one from '85. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
I remember that book, and this was also at the same time that I was like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's stupid.
Yeah, only later.
Batman isn't.
Yeah, later we find out. Yeah, it hasn't gone live yet, but they are working on it.
I was just like, is this like a collection of those books that I thought was stupid? He goes, no, it's a role-playing game. I'm like, oh, more reading. No, thank you. And now I'm like, I would love to play a role-playing game if somebody just tells me what I have to roll for and what I can do.
Yeah. Yeah, bonus material includes an array of new artwork, never before seen behind-the-scenes info, art, plus remembrances and tributes by renowned comic book RPG creators, including Eastman, Laird, Freddie Williams, Stephen Cummings, Stophy Campbell, and David Priestman, and many more. I saw this today, and I was like, dude, I remember playing this game when we were little. I mean,
and they add underneath that for Settlers of Catan. I still want the Settlers of Catan Star Trek edition.
I got it on the shelf over there.
Okay, well, when you come up to visit me in 20 years in our retirement, bring it up so we can finally play a game.
They're like, damn it.
So right now, Matt Wagner, creator of Grendel, and Kelly Jones, the master of Macabre, behind Batman, Black Rain, Swamp Thing, Sandman Runs, and on and on and on.
Yes.
Have teamed up. Look at that. Over 94K. Now they did a little thing here, because if you meet your funding goal on Kickstarter, if you're high enough up in their algorithm, you become a project they love. So this became a project they love because it's Dracula and it's Halloween. They set their goal at $666. They ended up, after 24 hours, way surpassing that, obviously, but they ended up with 666 backers.
That's funny.
And this just looks amazing. We have asked. I did put out an invitation out to Matt Wagner. I've spoken in chats with him before. Super nice guy, and he's created one of my favorite indie things of all time, of course, Grendel, which is soon to be coming to. If they can ever finish the actor strike, it will soon be coming to Netflix. I think
really?
Beginning of next year. Yeah. As far as I know, it's Hunter Rose Grendel.
Oh, sweet. It's 94 pages of story and art.
Yep. So, and it's not a bad price. Even the flip up from the you can get it as a PDF if you just want to check it out for $10. The hardcovers, there's two different hardcovers. One is done by Kelly Jones.
Yeah.
And the other one is Matt Wagner with his son on colors.
And both of them look pretty good.
Oh, yeah, they look great.
You can get both for $80.
Yep. I spent that much last month on Steve Rude's campaign, so.
Yes.
Because I got the soft cover that we were told in the write-up was a hardcover. We'll have to wait to find out. But I also ordered the 300-page Nexus hardcover, which quite possibly should probably be the entire Baron Rude run of Nexus from back in the day.
Yeah, and that went like, if it's 300 pages, yeah, that's probably about right, because they went like 30, 40 issues of them, and then they had fill-in people in there too.
Yeah.
Did you check out the limited edition hardcover, $125, limited to 666 copies?
Yep, that's a special folio version, so you get like folios, and we'll go over that. This trailer is killer, though. Let's take a look.
Oh, you got a trailer? All right.
Yep.
It is said that history is memory enshrined. Some might claim entomb, for history belongs to the bold, the victorious, those who are ravenous for power, no matter the cost. A craving I have manifested for centuries. I am such hunger, incarnate. And this, the history that I have won, against countless enemies, and across 1,000 blood-drenched battlefields. For I am the son of the dragon, Dracula.
Bram Stoker's classic novel created arguably the most famous character in all of literature. Yet it leaves many aspects of Dracula's history and persona only hinted at, and thus incredibly intriguing and mysterious. This series of books will fill in these tantalizing gaps and provide a more complete and terrifying portrait of one of the most popular literary characters of all time.
He had come to me with this great horror idea, stuff I had never thought of, never seen, and I love Dracula. I love vampire horror.
Our collaboration here is the culmination of our longtime friendship, and an incredible synthesis of our two lengthy and accomplished careers in comics.
The joy of working on it is absolutely on every page, every panel.
This isn't yet another retelling of the novel in comics form. We're bringing you the never-before-told stories behind the story, the sinister tales hidden in the shadows of the original legend.
The heart of Dracula, blood that flows in his veins. It's as much in telling a story as the blood he spills. And in this, he spills a lot.
I'm not exaggerating when I say that this project is the magnum opus, everything we might have hoped it could be.
This is the journey of my brutal life and bloody undeath down through the centuries. The stories never cease. To defeat the godless, one must become godless. Dracula, Book 1, The Impaler.
Right there says it all.
Yeah.
Because both these guys started off in indie comics.
Yeah.
Matt is just legendary for all the stuff. I still have the original oversized 3 trades of the first arc of Mage.
Oh, really?
Granted, one of them is falling apart because I've read it so many times and was just like in awe of it going through. And I'm like, oh, what I wouldn't do to have a baseball bat with the power of Excalibur.
Beat the hell out of some people.
I might have to take a trip to, never mind.
But, damn, I mean, yeah, the art looks really amazing. But I've always, since, my God, since he did, you remember we've talked, I don't think we've ever done it on the show. We've talked about it, but Dead Man, Love After Death.
Yep.
That's like my first experience with Kelly Jones, which was way back in the Dawn's Age.
Yeah.
And he's been one of my favorites. And his damn Dead Man is amazing. But his Swamp Thing, I mean, just, you know, Swamp Thing, Sandman, like you were saying, he did so much.
Yeah, like off screen, I'm just going to scroll to the bottom and just read what they put up for their bios. Matt Wagner wrote the story. Has enjoyed a career in comics for over 40 years and is best known for one of Comicton's most respected creator-owned titles, the century-spanning epic Grendel, and for his other more personal allegory of Mage. As both writer and artist, Matt has also worked on a wide variety of established characters over the years, which include several landmark projects starring DC Comics icon Batman, including the 2 crossover series with Grendel, of course, which were fantastic. His other mainstream works include Sandman Mystery Theater, which was phenomenal. I still have the original store promo black and white poster for that. Dr. Midnight, Green Arrow, Trinity, Madame Xanadu, Zorro, Green Hornet, Year 1, The Shadow, Year 1, The Shadow, Death of Margot Lane, The Spirit Returns, and a crossover with the Django and Zorro, which he co-wrote with renowned filmmaker Quentin Tarantino. Matt recently returned to his roots to the pen to the final. The final are in his acclaimed fantasy trilogy, Mage the Hero Denied, which was insanely good.
Really? I haven't read that one.
That was the latest one. It's a few years old now. I think I finally have like all the issues. Praised for his character-driven stories and his obvious love of the world history and mythologies. Matt's efforts have won multiple Eisner Awards. He has also enjoyed the distinction of being one of the only writer-artists to team with his own creation with one of DC's flagship characters in 2 successive Batman Grendel crossover publications. He later continued the same motive in another entirely acclaimed crossover event, writing and drawing Grendel versus the Shadow, which was
I didn't know he did a Grendel versus the Shadow.
Yeah. Kelly Jones was born in 1962. I almost said 1662. Sorry, Kelly. Whoopsie.
It looks good for his age.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As soon as he could recall, was held spellbound by strange things and stories that made him perfect to enter the world of comics and bring shadows and the sense of the unknown to everything he touched. His airy and evocative version of Dead Man, there you go, was an award-winning hit for DC and led him to the legendary run of stories on Neil Gaiman's Sandman, notably Dream of a Thousand Cats, Seasons of the Mist, one of my favorites.
Yes.
He followed up these with the now classic Batman graphic novel Red Rain, wherein Batman confronts Dracula. This and the run of stunning covers for Batman and Detective for the Nightfall epic led Denny O'Neil to assign Kelly the monthly Batman title, which in 3 years he drew it, cemented him as one of Batman's greatest creators and a comic art legend. He has continued his trailblazing style with Swamp Thing with Len Wein and the award-winning series Batman Kings of Fear and Gotham After Midnight. And now with Dracula, Kelly shows he still walks in the world of shadows and the unknown.
Yeah, I loved his like I said, I loved his Dead Man. The other thing too, talking about going over like Matt Wagner's bio, have you read any of Madame Xanadu, the series he wrote?
I did when it came out. I don't have it now, but I did when it came out because I collected it.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
I don't know if you saw it. I just saw the ad like yesterday. A little statue place that you love called Iron Studios.
Yeah.
Just released an epic looking John Constantine.
Oh, sweet.
So this is the Kelly Jones cover. And with colors by Jose Rubia. And this is the Matt Wagner cover, if you couldn't guess, with colors by his son, Brennan Wagner. Write-ups.
The art is really good.
Yeah. This is just like, yeah. I'm like, hello. Now, there is also a floppy Dracula series going on now. If you're a fan of James Tinian IV, that you could also check out.
Oh, I didn't know he was doing a Dracula series.
Yeah, I think issue 1 just came out this week. I can't remember what studio it's through. It's going to be like, Boom or IDW or one of those.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is just like a great opening page. The fangs and the moon, the ripped up narration strips while he's writing in his journal.
Yeah.
So you can get the digital tier, as I like to call it, the Australian variant, because who wants to pay $70 to ship a book to Australia? Luckily, they can get it printed through Amazon in Australia and then have them mail it out. So the hardcover tier, the main cover, which is the Kelly Jones cover, $45 plus shipping. For a hardcover,
it's not bad.
For an independent hardcover, though.
Yeah. Yes.
Same price for the variant cover by Matt, or you can get them both for $80.
Yeah.
Now, minus shipping, that's how much I paid for a 300-page hardcover and the new Nexus trade story that is written up as a hardcover but says it's a trade paperback. So we'll have to wait and see. This limited edition tier of 666 copies, signed and numbered edition to 666 copies with a tip-in plate and red foil stamping on the cover. So this is all red foil down here.
It'll be shiny.
Yeah. Ooh, shiny. That's just epic. I'm going to just scroll down here because I want to see if they're all sold out yet. Nope. So far, the 666 tier has 230 backers on it.
Okay, so there's still plenty.
Yeah. Then there's a limited edition folio and hardcover where you get to pick whatever cover you like, and art folios plus a standard edition of the book, backer's choice of the cover, and you get like these black and white prints of Kelly's original art. Then there's a limited edition hardcover and folio, which is $3.15. So you get the hardcover, the special cover, the shiny red stuff, the folio, and it's signed. It's a signed and numbered edition too. So let's see. Only 2 people have backed the first tier of the folio, the limited edition art folio book. 35 people have backed the limited edition Dracula book 1 and art folio. So, I mean, it's going good. It looks amazing. As of right now, it's at $94,324.
And it's got 21 days to go.
21 days to go. 1,186 backers. I've been sharing the crap out of this. They've been going on like podcast after podcast, interviews, and everything else. So, I mean, I know we're just a small outlet, but
We try.
You know, we're doing our best, and we will very soon be available to listen to in a podcast format. I've already submitted like the paperwork for it. So,
Oh, cool.
So, I mean, this is just, you know, awesome. It's like, oh, how am I justifying buying this again? I'm like, oh, that's right. When I wait a few more days, it'll be my birthday present to myself.
Damn it.
My birthday's not in a few days, but it's the month. Back in the day, I would just drink all month. You drank all 12 months. Shut up.
Oh.
But we're going to start featuring a, you know, sometimes they might be indie comics, sometimes they might be, you know, mainstream Kickstarters, but we're going to, you know, Thomas and I will check out like a couple during the week and pick one out, and we'll feature it on the show. So you get to check out, you know, new books that, you know, aren't, you know, destroying legendary status, like, dare I say, Alan Scott.
Hey, Alice got Green Lantern.
Alan Scott, the Gay Lantern.
Oh my God.
I think they're going to do a crossover with Zorro the Gay Blade.
Too bad they, what is it, after the one issue they put Alan Scott's boyfriend in the fridge.
Oh, that was yeah, that was basically stealing from the Kyle Rayner story. Let's just do the same thing again.
Yeah.
Nobody's still reading the
He
script.
died in a car wreck or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a train wreck, I think.
Something.
He was saved because the lantern ring found him. Hey, Alan. We're covering your request tonight for Amazing Spider-Man 101.
Yeah, we didn't know if Alan was going to make it tonight. He was watching the Southern game.
The Southern game?
Yeah, Georgia Southern.
Okay.
Alan
College?
Alan played for Georgia Southern.
Oh. Watching his alma mater game.
Yep. Yep.
Good stuff. Throw that book up here.
Ah. Da-da-da.
Thomas is like, I forgot what we would do when you were just running your mouth so damn long.
There you go. There it is.
Ba-boom. Still 15 cents, if only.
Yeah, classic ass cover.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, everybody wants this book. Everybody wanted this book.
This book was so hot, you know, even in like the 90s.
Yes.
And oops, must have been a good play. Alan just disappeared. He'll come back and watch it later. I remember I got like the reprint They would do like the Silver Age reprints back in the day. DC and Marvel both did them.
Yes. Some of those are worth money now.
Yeah, because somebody decided that when they release a what are they calling them now? The reprints,
Facsimile?
like the facsimiles. When they release the facsimiles, it goes, everything is the same. It's just another printing of it. So people will go into the store, they'll grab the whole stack, try to buy the whole stack, and then go list them on eBay for $25 a piece. I noticed that started happening with New Mutants 98 when they did the facsimile of that.
Yeah.
They weren't saying it was a facsimile or a reprint in the write-up. They were just listing it as Deadpool's first appearance.
Yeah.
And they were selling them anywhere from 25 to 50 and up. And I'm like,
nope. I buy a lot of the facsimiles when they drop, especially if I'm interested in them, just as placeholders. So that one day if I get an original, I don't have to read it. You know, I can read it the one time and put it up and know I got it. And if I want to read it again, I got a placeholder.
Mm-hmm. One day when I win the lottery.
Exactly.
You know, then you come home and be like, baby, I won the lottery. He goes, I'm leaving you and taking all the money. Okay, here's $1. I only hit for 2.
Damn it. But yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 101. This is actually when this during Gil Kane's run.
Yeah.
I can't remember when he started because you had, of course, Ditka, and then Ramita came on right after that. And then Ramita was probably, I'm going to say till the 90s, late 90s or something.
Yeah.
Issues 90s or something. And then it was Kane. And Kane drew it for a while. And then was it after Kane? It was Ross Andrew, if I think.
A little bit, yeah.
But I love Ross Andrew. So, yep. Amazing Spider-Man 101, 15 cent, a monster called Morbius. Fool, it will take more than a freak with 6 arms to stop a vampire. So we got a holiday Halloween issue in after all.
Yep.
I miss this so much, and I know it's not much, but the new Conan does it.
Yeah.
Just the and I don't want to say it's making fun of everybody, because it's Stan Lee, editor Imperius, Roy Thomas, stand-in scripter, Gil Kane, artist as usual, Frank Galicona, Artie Schmeck. All persons interested in further details may apply to the bullpen bulletins page elsewhere in this issue. We've got a story to tell. And I know it's not much, but it's just everything in the world is so serious, and it just seems like that little bit of levity just helps everything.
Yeah.
You can still tell a serious story. This is actually a really serious story. I read it this morning before I had to go to work. That's why we were a little later today, y'all. I had to go and slave away, but I'm done. And the thing is it's a really serious story, but it's told, dude, it reads so fast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, monster called Morbius. He says, yep, that's our title, and we'll get around to justifying in a page or 3. But just now, our friendly neighborhood wall crawler is feeling pretty monstrous as usual. So we did not read the issue before, so this is a continuation from 100. But Spider-Man has taken some kind of freaking chemical to try and take his damn spider powers away. And instead, he screwed up, and it's made him have more arms, more spider powers. Yeah. And
so now he looks like a spider, but he can't control his arms either.
No, they're flopping around. And he's like, I wanted to change forever, but not like this. And the thing is this is classic Peter to me. I drank it even though it was untested. At first thought this was always a nightmare, but it really wasn't. I got 6 arms. Instead of the serum did the opposite of what it's intended. So yeah, already in the dream sequence classic from the last issue, Incredible Stand. I've become more like a spider than ever.
And he can't even use them when Mary Jane's out of town because he can't control the damn things.
Yeah. And the thing is he immediately, just like everybody else, he starts talking about one, this is cool. I don't know if you've read Kafka, but he talks about this is, I've become a character in a tale by Kafka. I've got to give this little saga a happy ending. And he just starts getting damn depressed, like immediately, because he knows he's screwed up. Yeah.
And later on, you see that he's having nightmares about this because
yes,
everybody's going to know who he is. What are you going to do when Peter Parker shows up with 6 arms? With a picture of Spider-Man with 6 arms on the front cover.
Yep. Or, bless it, poor Aunt May and her heart.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this was rough. I don't remember him and Gwen having like outs at one time. Having
a breakup. Because of the 6 arm thing.
This is a damn breakup, pretty much. Yeah. She calls him, and of course he's upset, and then he's immediately, there's Ed Sullivan making fun of me. He's just trying to make light of the situation, but he's really upset. Whoever it is, well, I got to find out. And he picks it up, and it's Gwen, and she's like, "Hey, buddy, she's like, I'm going to be the liberated woman here. I'm going to treat you to the R-rated flick of your choice." So she's going to take him to, a horror movie or whatever. Yeah, spicy movie. I should warn you, so she's already seen Love Story, and I got Kleenex. We can sit through it again. Or we could take in I'm Curious. I've never heard of that movie.
There's a good chance that it just made up for the book.
It could be. Yeah, you could cover my eyes during the spicy parts. And then he's like, Gwendy, I gotta be frank with you. I'm gonna be out of town for a while. Yeah. Maybe a long while. And she's like, "Peter, you sound strange. Did I do something?" And then he doesn't miss a beat. He's like, "Why, have you had a guilty conscience? I gotta go."
Oh.
Dude, he's so mad.
He's pushing everything out of his system and basically, impeding blame on other people too.
Yes, he's throwing it on Gwen hard. She's like, "I understand. I won't bother you any longer. Goodbye." And she hangs up, and he's like freaking out about it.
He's like, "What did I just do?"
Yeah. And now here's his dream sequence, or he's fantasizing about, the power of the extra arms when he gets used to them, but, no one can stop him. But then he's like, what about Aunt May? The moment she learns the horrible truth with her bad heart, she could die. And then, he says, then I'll finally become the monster that J. Jonah and the Bugle have been saying I had been for years.
Yeah.
And that finally there he is, he's just still so damn depressed. And the phone rings again. Now he's like, who the hell is it now? It's just some, maybe it's just an obscene phone call. Somebody I don't love that I have to, tell to kiss off. And it's damn J. Jonah Jameson and Robbie. And they want him to go down and take pictures of a bank robbery. They need some pics. They have nobody there. And Robbie's trying to get him down there, hey, no problem. We, don't need regulars. It's a 4-arm thing. And he talks to him, and Spider-Man tells him, hey, I can't do it. It's the middle of the night. And Robbie's like, yeah, I understand. I understand. But J. Jonah has, dude, no freaking whatever. What the hell is it? He's got troubles. He's a damn laughing stock. He should get up and get used. But Robbie knows this is out of character for Peter. And that's kind of cool. You see, Petey's always seemed to be a lad who can take care of himself. But in a world like this, anything can happen. Parker worries me. Um, so yeah, he and Robbie even actually says, "Hey, we'll get somebody else to go down there and get pictures. Don't sweat it."
Mm-hmm.
But Jonah just, he doesn't give a crap. He leaves.
Yeah, just Jonah.
So Peter Parker's still trying to figure out how the hell he can get out of town, because he's got to get somewhere where nobody will see him and he can figure this crap out.
Mm-hmm.
And then he finally realizes that Connors, Dr. Kurt Connors, the Lizard, if you haven't read Spider-Man, has another house out on Long Island. So he's like, "Hey, look, I'll go out. I'll call Kurt Connors. We'll be able to go out to the house." So he calls Kurt, and I love this. Kurt Connors is like, "Spider-Man, you say? Whoever you are, but I don't buy that. Why would Spider-Man be calling the Everglades?" And Peter just, he's so straightforward there, but he's just being I don't say an ass, but it's like, "I don't have any times, Doc. Besides Spider-Man knows you're the creature called the Lizard? Yeah, I thought I'd do it. Something happened to me, Doc, like an accident that turned me into a monster. I need a place to stay. And you recalled I once mentioned my place in the Southamptons. Is that it? Well, you've helped me too often." So he tells him the key's under the damn mat. The door's locked. It's got a fully equipped lab. If there's anything else I can do, just let me know. So with that in mind, he heads out, after he loads his damn, what little bit of cash he's got and his suitcase, and he heads out toward the Southamptons. But yeah, this is where you're talking about his arms flailing around. He can't control. He actually loses his balance on the damn webbing and slams into a wall.
Because the extra weight and everything else.
Yeah. It's throwing his timing off.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get out of town by sunup too, because he doesn't want anybody to see him. And then he, toward the end of the day, the sun's starting to come up. He says, "Good thing I'm a fast learner. With every block, I'm gaining more muscle control over these excess members of mine." So he's actually gaining control over the arms, and it's helping him now. But he gets to I guess it's the bridge there, and he hops on the damn train and rides it out to Long Island. And then he manages to jump off. And then doesn't take him long, but he finds the house because it's on the beach. And it's all boarded up. He talks about it looks like damn Alfred Hitchcock's The House in Psycho. It's hardly a haunted house. Oh, so remember we did it last week? We were talking about characters talked about. Yep. I forgot. Did you
the Batman thing? Yeah.
Yeah, the Batman thing. Yeah, it is. Where was it at? Yeah, right here. Yeah. Funny Pulp Fiction and Mask here is always looking for a gimmick that'll strike terror into the hearts of evildoers. The Shadow, Batman. There's even a guy called the Spider once. So
yeah, Spider is a pulp character from the 40s.
Yes. Yep. I've got a bunch of Spider stuff.
Speaking of the aforementioned Dark Horse, that's where that character's been for like the last number of years.
Yeah. Timothy Truman did a couple Spider trades and collections.
Yeah, and the Spider was also part of that awesome Alex Ross series called Masks, where it was all the pulp characters.
Oh yeah, Spider,
Shadow,
Black Terror,
Black Terror, Green Hornet, and Kato, all that stuff. It was great. The first series was great. The second series was just okay. It was kind of like, it was kind of like a Baywatch. You just ignore the words and flip through and look at the pretty Alex Ross art.
Oh my God. Good gosh.
So
right. back with Spider-Man now that we got past that part. So he knows the house is all bundled up. This is Connor's house. He finds the key and heads in. So he's gets into the house. But right before he goes in, he's like, "My damn spider sense is going crazy, but there's no one here." Mm-hmm. And then, it says, "Maybe it's not the house at all, which has birthed that eerie spine-chilling sensation, but the strangely becalmed vessel which lies ominously at anchor less than a mile from shore, a ship in turmoil, a vessel in the throes of fear and dark despair. So they're having a damn meeting on the deck of the ship. Somebody's kind of like come up dead. We're out here rotting. We should be in harbor. Where's Captain Bloom? Captain's dead. He bought it last night. Dead? How do you know? Yeah. But Whitey, how'd it happen? Don't be a blasted fool. We all know it was him. It was the guy in the hold. Who else could it be? We've had nothing but bad luck and vanishing crewmen ever since we found him in the drift in the middle of the ocean. I say let's drag him topside and beat the truth out of him. So they decide to head into the damn hold, and confront the guy that they found floating in the ocean. And since they found him, people have been going missing, or coming up dead. They get down there.
Morbius has a nose like a pug.
Yeah. I always wonder why they drew his damn nose like that.
Just to show like the contortion in the face, like more vampiric, more bat-like.
Maybe that's the only thing I could think of. Yeah.
Or maybe man bat-like.
Could be. So they get down in the damn hole, and they're like, "Oh, there he is." He's just like, "Go back. I just want to get to shore. I don't want to hurt you." Did you hear that, mates? He doesn't want to hurt us. And they attack him, all of them, and they start beating the hell out of him. But they're like, we keep pounding away, but it's not really hurting him. Hold him down. So he's trying to break free, and he does. He's like, I am free. He breaks free and jumps away.
Even at half power, because during the daylight his
strength
is very diminished. So
yeah. Now I was going to say one thing here. They say, Cripes, this guy moves like he's half asleep, and we still can't put a dent in him. And then after he knocks the dude out and hops up, they're like, "Stop him! He moves like a blasted streak of lightning." So is he moving like he's half asleep, or like a damn streak of lightning?
Yeah.
But what's cool is Morbius actually says, he says here, the blind fools, if they knew how slow my movements seem to me. So he's having to slow down to just deal with them.
Just because of the time of day, yeah.
Yeah. How heavy his arms are and everything. So he hauls ass, manages to get up to the damn the top of the ship, and then he finds a place to like sequester away, and he hides. Mm-hmm. And of course they search for him, but it is a boat, people, but they can't obviously have searched very well unless he moved, because they never find him. But when night comes, he comes out in his damn uniform, to ease a moment's anguish. I surrendered myself to the tender mercies, and he needs to eat. And of course, he eats the damn first dude he sees, which is whoever this guy is. Good Lord, your belaying pin won't stop him. Why are you looking at me that way? And he eats him, drinks his blood anyway. And then he takes out the damn whole crew, the rest of them. Once that's done, he jumps in the water. I can't remember. I couldn't remember if vampires could swim or not.
I'm not even going to touch that one.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you that joke that popped in off the air. So he jumps in the water, and basically he's carried to shore from the undertow.
Could be.
I think it says it like in that top panel.
Yeah, it washes him ashore. Okay, but given time and tide, the foaming ocean washes all things toward the waiting shore. Thus, it soon rid of the mystery-shrouded Morbius. So, and it mysteriously washes him ashore at Kirk Connor's house.
Yep.
And of course, the sun's starting to come up, so he makes a beeline for the damn belfry, and gets in his nice little coffin pose and goes to sleep. And while he's asleep now, Spider-Man, who's been working for 2 days, people, trying to come up with a damn formula to reverse his transformation, and not finding anything. He's just wasting damn chemicals. This one's just as useless as another, like the rest of my life. So he's all getting depressed again. But then, he finally, he's about had it. And the sun starts to go down, and Morbius is now up. And he goes down in the basement. He's like, what manner of place is this? A man has 6 arms. His costume is familiar. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters except for the ravaging thirst. So Morbius,
my hunger.
Exactly. Jumps on him because he's damn hungry. Of course, him and Spider-Man get into a big ass fight here, which is kind of cool. Spider-Man's finally starting to get to use his arms. Is it here? Maybe another page down.
That bottom panel.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, the teeth are like animals gleaming. His costume's a version of the vampire. Forget this. Get him off this wall crawl. He's just in the garden's variety supervillain. Out to build a rep by beating up Spider-Man. No, he's just there because he's hungry. But Morbius just still keeps going at him and finally beats the hell out of him and knocks him down. And when he does, he actually goes to feed on him. But as he's going to feed on him, Kurt Connors shows up because he's coming to see why the hell Spider-Man needed to come to his house and if he could help him.
Yeah.
And, of course, Morbius just turns around and attacks Kurt now that he walks in there. And Kurt sidesteps him. He's like, whoever you are, get away from me. I don't know. You don't know what could happen to me if I did not know this crap. So apparently,
I didn't remember, Kurt Connors transforming like the Hulk into a lizard.
No, I did not. So I'm trying to. I was like, what the hell? No, it's too late. Yeah, the excitement, the fear is changing me again, changing me into the lizard. And of course, Morbius is like, Lizard Man, stay away from the chosen victim of Morbius. Spider-Man's my enemy. Mine must be the hand that kills him. And of course, Peter wakes up and he's like, oh, God, no. And this is the end of part 1.
Congratulations, Alan. You did a will.
you picked
a book in the middle of a story.
Picked a book in the middle.
We didn't see him grow the 6 arms. He just had the 6 arms.
Yep.
Now the conclusion to this story is in ASM 102. It's a double-sized issue.
Yes, double-sized.
It's the first double-sided. The first double-sized issue of Spider-Man.
I always thought 100 was a double-sized issue.
Was it? Maybe it was.
I can't remember, but yeah, they say double-sized issue. Dude, I read this so fast this morning, and it's still fresh in my head. It was such a good read. I mean, this is why this is a classic. Art's great, but I mean, Gil Kane is amazing. And and I've read some lists where they put him up there, like they do the top 10 comic artists, and Kane is always like number 4 or 5 on there. He really deserves to be that high to me.
Yeah. I deserve to be high too, but instead I'm just here.
You're just there.
I'm just here.
I mean, they always put Kirby as number 1, and then usually like Dick at number 2, but I don't think Dick needs to be at number 2. I mean, I would put him much farther down the list. Probably 5 or 6 at least. But that's me. But I mean, Kirby has to be number 1. Adams would probably be number 2 or 3 to me. Adams changed the way freaking comics were done. People just don't realize it. Or they do now. Some people do. But they didn't realize it at the time. No, this was a great issue.
Yeah. So next week, it'll be November 2nd, but we're going to do our Halloween special then.
Yeah.
Thomas
Which
has
was-
already picked out an issue. What was it? Tales
Tales
of
from
the
the
Crypt 32?
Crypt. Yeah, I think it was. One with the elephant on it. Some EC classics. I don't think we've ever read an EC book on here. We
I think
read,
we might have done one like in the first year.
yeah, we did. I know we did an EC story, but that was because it was when we did the Frank Frazetta one I picked out.
Mm-hmm.
Frazetta also did an EC story, one of the many he did. So, but I've got it and I'll get it over to you. But yeah, that'll be our Halloween book. Good old horror stuff.
And don't forget to go check out the Kickstarter for Dracula the Impaler, Volume 1 by Matt Wagner and Kelly Jones. You can follow Matt Wagner on Twitter /X at Matt Wagner Comic, and you can follow Kelly Jones on the same platform at Kelly Jones Art. And don't forget to check out other places you can watch us on at the link tree. I've got my kick.com listed there, but until I master OBS, I can't put anything on there because everything has to be done through OBS on that site, unfortunately.
Oh Lord.
So I've got a kick.com. I will probably never use it.
Damn it.
But you can watch replays on Rumble, Odyssey, and Minds. It's shared on certain groups on Facebook, and share it there, but we don't live stream there because I hate Facebook. They basically battle anything that's not their own, property. So since they don't own StreamYard, they make it as difficult as possible for you to use StreamYard on their platform.
Really? Yeah.
You got to go through. It's too much work. I'm like, no. You got to make an event, and then you got to post it. And if you're like 1 second late for the time that you're supposed to launch, it just kicks you out and won't let you stream there. And I'm like, no. I'll just share it there and people can watch it afterwards. So, but that's going to wrap it up for us this week. We'll be back next week after Halloween for our official Halloween stream.
After Halloween, yep.
Because we got stuff to do. But until then, SPFU and read a comic.
Yep.